Good morning, everybody. It's a couple days later from when I was in the back part of the workshop, and as you saw, the guy did bring the wood, that first load, 3 cords, and I felt kind of bad because when I originally ordered the wood, he lived in one place and then they have moved, so now it's 70 miles one way. Anyway, 17 miles from the house, he said one of the tires blows out and then 2 more blow out on that trailer, and he said there's no turning around with all that weight, and so that one rim is completely trashed. Anyway, he got it here, and he has other wheels and tires, and he's going to bring them down here eventually and get the trailer. And last night it was just been so busy the last couple days. Last night, I don't know if you guys watched the video, we went to Bentleyville, and which was pretty cool. I don't think I have to go there again unless you were like bringing grandkids, but it was fun to go there. And now today I'm going up to get some more propane for the fish house camper, and I have to stop at the store and get a couple things before the holiday. Last night coming home, I mean, it's foggy right now. Last night coming home, I think maybe 2 or 3 times in my life only have I driven in fog that was that thick. It was really kind of scary. It was, the worst part was going down this dirt road, but you know, I was parked at Melissa's work and we all went to Bentleyville together, and then we went back to her work and drove, so that's like 38 minutes, or that's about what it takes when it's not foggy. And it was bad. Down that dirt road where you didn't have any white lines to try to see, it was really tough. I was messaging with my dad earlier this morning, and he said, I mean, they're about 2.5 hours south of here, and he said they live right on the lake, and they said it was so foggy that they couldn't even see the lake. And I don't think that their house is, I don't think it's even 100 feet from the lake, so it's foggy all over. And I think today is one of the busiest travel days of the year. So there's a lot of people driving around in this, planes trying to fly in this. But there's no snow on the ground. Those people are from Texas. I wonder what they think about this weather. All right, 3 30-pound cylinders filled up, $96 at the Frank Lloyd Wright Service Center. That's where I always get propane. The guy that works here is really nice too. Stop off here and get some beer, and there's a couple things I have to pick up at the grocery store for Melissa. I wonder if I can get a, I think I can get a parking spot right out front there. Bored out of my mind, so I thought I'd come out here and do a couple things. I mean, I can work in the back part. I might get there this afternoon. But remember, I made that pallet, or I took this pallet apart in the last, I think it was the last video. I don't know, I guess I put up quite a few little videos. Anyway, I'm going to make another one of those little boxes. This one will not take too long. Yeah, a little bit smaller one using this pallet wood. And then I might get back here and hang some more lights. We'll see. It's so weird this winter that we have got no real snow yet. It is, what is it right now? It's 47 degrees outside. And I usually, you know, don't do a whole lot as far as the dates in the videos. It's Christmas Eve today. 47 degrees out, not a spot of snow on the ground. It was really foggy the last 2 days. It rained earlier. It's supposed to rain. It was supposed to rain all day today and all day tomorrow. There's more rain coming. If this would have been, we're supposed to get close to 2 inches of, like 1 3/4 inches of rain. If that would have been snow, like it normally would be, we would be talking 18 to 24 inches of snow, depending on, you know, how big the flakes were, if it was small, you know, flakes or bigger, puffier flakes. And 47 degrees, I know that they said today was going to break a record. And you know, it's all that El Nino or whatever we're doing right now is keeping that warmth up here. And it's just weird to be able to walk around in the yard anywhere this time of year, when usually the only place you can walk is where it's plowed or where it's shoveled. So it wouldn't be too bad, except for we haven't seen the sun in like 4 or 5 days. At least if the sun was out, it would be a little bit more cheery. But Melissa has cooking to do today, and I thought I'm going to come out here and play around in the workshop. So I came out earlier and started up the furnaces to get it warmed up, and just a little bit ago I started up the stove to keep the heat even though it doesn't take much heat. 64 degrees in here. The only thing playing on the TV in the house has been Christmas shows. I think she has Christmas Vacation in there, and I think we just had that in last week, so I gotta be something on grit here that's not Christmas wise. I think with this one here, I am just going to use pallet wood. Like this one I ran through the planer, I can't use it. This one I ran through the planer, I can't use it. All of these I can, so it would have 3 slats on each side, and I would have 1 extra one. And then use this for the bottom, but I don't want it this wide. I'm going to make it smaller than the last one. I think I'm going to go about 14 inches. And I don't think that the length on the other one was that bad at 20. I think, well, maybe I did 18. I'll have to measure it. So this one was 20 by 17. So I just did, what, a 15 inch. So if I did a 14, I don't even know, that might, I think 20 is a good width on it. That's a bad spot there. I thought I could hear rain on the roof. Still no leaks. I just went inside for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes. And Melissa's in there making gumbo. I talked to her for a while. If this would be snow that we're getting right now, like I said, we would have got, you know, a couple feet probably, or 18 inches anyway, and it would have been really an exciting Christmas. But it's pretty blah out there with the rain. Tomorrow will be a busy day because I have to run the fryer, and we're doing a fish fry. And did I already talk about that? She's doing gumbo tonight. She still has to make potato salad tonight. And then tomorrow we'll do a fish fry and homemade French fries with potatoes from the garden, all done in the deep fryer. So tomorrow will be pretty busy. I wish I had these Hyperlights out here in this part of the workshop because it's pretty bright in here. When I put these lights that I have in here in, you know, they were pretty bright, but these are much brighter and I really like it. I think I'm going to call it a night for doing lights. All of them are hung and the wires are shoved up in there, and I already stripped off enough of the wire so I can put the wire nuts on there. I don't know that I'll make it out tomorrow. I probably shouldn't, but I might. Christmas. To start running some wires for these. I'm excited to get them going to see how bright it is in here, but tomorrow will be a busy day. But tomorrow night, you never know. I was saying before how these Hyperlites had many different ways to attach them. And they do here with, you know, into sheetrock and screws and stuff. And I thought these were also, but they're not. These long screws go through this hole right here, so you can tighten this clamp up so there's no way it can come down. Like if this was on a ceiling where there was a floor above it and people are constantly walking, so there's some flex, you know, someday they might come loose. They snap in there pretty good. But once we get the ceiling painted, because what I'll do is, just like the other one, I'm going to tie a half knot above here so I can just pull these down, and then they'll just be hanging. And then we can shoot the whole ceiling with the spray gun, and then when I put them back up, I am going to put that little bolt and that little nut on there. I think that was pretty smart. These things are overbuilt, which is kind of nice, because you can't tell me you needed that many. You think one on the end and one on the middle on each side to hold the light part in here, but they're definitely, yeah, they're definitely built strong, and this bolt is going to make it. That's pretty smart. One more thing I'm going to do before I go in, I'm going to put this over there and throw that birch bark in here. I think I'll leave the heat up in here because it's 47 degrees outside at 7:16 at night, which is totally ridiculous. And I think that it's supposed to get down to 39 or 41 or something. If I keep the heat up in here, that'll keep that boiler going, because I don't want to. Otherwise, I have to set the differential back down to like 5 degrees because I have it set at 10. And if I don't have this going so that occasionally it needs some warm air, that boiler, I don't think it could go out, but it could. So that, you know, the more heat that you need for a building, the more often the boiler has to come on, because it's when that air blows over the air handler, it sucks the heat out of the water, and eventually that cools it down enough. So I think I'll keep the heat up high in here tonight. This one looks better with the gray color, but I mean, this one is just fine. Definitely think I'm going to take this off and cut this in here. I like this way better. It'll make a, you know, white wood. You'll see the white part of wood instead of gray there. But I like that much better. I went in last time with no headlamp because I got, you know, it got dark when I was out here, and you can't see where those puddles are, so when I came back out this time I grabbed one. Good morning, everybody. When I woke up this morning it was 4:22. It wasn't raining outside, but now it's raining out again. talked to my mom this morning, and she said it's raining down there too, but you know what? She said she'll take the rain. She just can't stand the snow, so I had to start this up. I wasn't going to film anything today because you're not going to get this for a while yet, and it's Christmas today. But I have the deep fryer set up on top of the stove because we're going to do fish in one and French fries in the other. And Melissa made the gumbo last night and the potato salad. She made a cheesecake and one of her lemon pies. But she's going to have to reheat the gumbo. And I'm using the whole entire stove where we are for fish. She usually breads them all and I fry everything up. And I cut the potatoes up for French fries, and then I do the French fries. But so she wants to use this stove just to heat up the gumbo. And she'll probably have to start doing that in about a half hour or so. So I thought I'd come out here and get it fired up. Well, the stove's fired up, doing good. I got some good potatoes for French fries. These are good size because they're a little longer, you know, and kind of narrower. I'll go in there and start that. Eventually she'll come out here and heat this up. Got the fan going to suck the air out of here. Still might have to open up the window a little bit later. Well, it's the next day, and I'm obviously back out here. It's 2:19 in the afternoon right now. I want to run some of that wiring for the lights, and first thing I had to do though was make an access hole. So I got 48, I need 36 for my other direction. Well, I got all the wires run up there and shoved through that wall, the wall that's being built, and then I stapled up the poly again after I put my styrofoam back in there. Got down here, started looking for my camera, and then I remembered and I left it up there. Tear the poly back down, go back up there, get the camera. The only thing is now, I don't have any lights back here. Because even the ones on this side, I unhooked and ran the correct wire, so later on, it's hard to crawl around in here. Not quite so bad on the other side where there's metal, but this side there isn't. So when you only hit, they're 4 feet apart the one way and 8 foot apart the other way. So when you're trying to span 4 feet, it gets tough because you can't rest anything on the styrofoam. You go right through the plastic down here. I absolutely love it. It's so bright in here. I don't know if Melissa's going to like it, but oh man, this is really nice. No dark spots. Wait till I get the two over there. It's brighter than what I'm seeing in the camera. Wow. I can tell you one thing, this room has never been this bright in its whole entire existence. I'll just do my regular test, leave these lights on for a couple hours, and if the breaker doesn't blow and the place doesn't burn down, I did everything right. Well, Melissa was just out here and loved the lights. I thought she'd worry that it was too bright. I told her you better bring your sunglasses, but she liked them. And then we were talking. I want to get this wall finished tonight, and then I'm going to call it a night. But we were talking, and I was explaining how, you know, we can open up the door. And she said, you know what, we don't really need a door there. And she's right. Before, I don't know why I was going to put a door in there. I have no clue, really, because it doesn't support anything. I mean, this is underneath the main truss, one of them, but the bearing point is here. And if there was no wall here before, or there was one, but remember it was really a yucky one. So it's not doing anything. So I will have this wall come over and just do a corner, and then tear this out. And it'll just give more space, because otherwise that door would open to here. This one's opening to here. If we pull that out, we can actually put maybe some shallow shelves in here or something. So yeah, when she brought that up, I was like, why did I put a door in there? That was a lot of work for no reason. And the sucky part is I just nailed on top of it for my my access. It can stay because it goes against a truss, but I have like 4 nails I'm going to have to cut off there now. That's how it always works for me. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. I think I'll just end this one right here because I have no idea where I started with it, and this is a good time to end so I can get everything kind of caught up date-wise. Absolutely amazed at how nice that room looks, finally getting some light. All the time going in there to get lumber and stuff, and it was always dark, one light going. Yeah, that's really nice. Got the old frame doorway all pulled out. I still have to pull that. I was just thinking, wait, I didn't have to do anything on top. I still have to pull that top plate out of there, but that can be another day. Melissa asked me when I come in if I could bring this box in. She wants to get this hooked up to her computer. Her daughter has one similar to this, or I don't know if it's the same or whatever, but you can do, like, it hooks to your computer and you can print t-shirts and all kind of different stuff. She's had it for quite a while, but I don't think anything's going to burn down now. I will see you guys on the next video.